Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another full-length video. I know last week I put out a kind of short one. It's actually a minute and 15 seconds long, which is definitely the shortest I've ever shot a video or edited. But I did have finals and they're over now, so I am so happy. I am so over the moon about finishing school. Really, sometimes it's fun. Sometimes, you watch those YouTube videos and you watch all those movies about school and, even high school, but also college specifically, where there's that, vibe where, everything's all fun and games and stuff. If you go to a university where you're actually trying to learn stuff, it's not actually as fun all the time. It is fun a lot of times, though. And you've seen that, in my previous vlogs where I've hung out with friends, gone to parties, and had fun. But another part of it is studying, and that's the part where things aren't as fun. So anyways, today is just going to be kind of like a cleaning type vlog slash update, I guess, because two things really. One is I've been rewatching some of my older videos and I've realized that part of my personality just keeps on getting stuck inside me. How do I explain this? It's like when you talk in person, but also, chat online with other people, there's been a disconnect, I think, especially for me when I talk to people online and then when I talk to them in person. Sometimes people are like, the way you talk online and the way you talk in person is kind of different. And I've realized that myself. It's just some sort of weird thing that I think just kept that part of me when I text inside when I speak. And so it doesn't really come out as much, and so I'm going to do as much as I can to get that part also of my personality and just my person out onto the outer layer, the speaking. When I interact with people, I want them to see the full me, not just the me when I'm talking to someone in person or the me when I'm talking online or something like that. So anyways, I've really rambled on a lot, but anyways, on to the what was next? Cleaning, that's right. So first of all, as you can see right now, there's a lot of stuff going on. This part is not too bad. There's clothes there, need to fix that. There's a bunny there, I think that's my brother's. And then this mess. Not too keen about that. I have a lot of stuff going on here that needs to be cleaned up. And then over here, I've got all of my bags. I've got my VR stuff and my drone stuff and my gimbal and more bags, all just messed up and tossed into this pile right here. So I gotta get this cleaned up too. There's my tripod, and then there's my light right there. There's books, and then this bookshelf really isn't mine, it's my mom's. But I've stuffed some of my stuff into those spaces she's not using. So I'll clean that up too, and then yeah, we get all that stuff cleaned up, and then I'll go to the basement and pick up a few things that I forgot there. There's a book that I've been trying to find for a while now that is called Holes. It's something that I read a couple years ago, maybe in middle school or high school, that I really wanted to reread because I felt like when you read a book at first, you just kind of go through it. And then you finish it. But when you reread something, it gives you more depth into some things you might have missed in the past, or maybe some insight that you might have after rereading it when you're older. So that's the reason I really enjoyed that book, and I really just wanted to reread it, but I couldn't find it. It's not in my bookshelf. It's not in my bookshelf in my bedroom. It's not in the bookshelf down in my dad's study room. It's nowhere, so I'm just gonna try to find that in my basement. That might be the last place that it might be. If it's not there, then it's just gone, which is kind of sad. But yeah. Well, anyways, let's get to cleaning. Alright, so I've done my cleaning. As you can see right here, I have all of my bags and my VR and my drone stuff and all of my camera equipment and gear just stacked up on this shelf and down there as well. We got my light, put my tripod away. This bed is now looking 10 times better than it was before. Now that place is kind of trash because I use that for the time lapse, and then so I have my Beats and then my Mac and then my microphone right there with the light. Yeah, I got my chair, have my earphones, iPad. There's my computer with my desktop setup, a pack of playing cards that I use for whenever I'm bored, my mug, some more playing cards, and then my phone, and that's about it. My pouch with like other camera accessories is right there. And that's about it. I tried to clean up this area a bit, but wires will be wires, and I really can't fix anything about that. So yeah, the cleaning part is now done. That took a good, I don't know, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So now let's go to the basement to go try to find my book. Alright, so now we are in the basement of my house. There's a lot of stuff, as you can see, that is just laying around. This is food stockpiles that we've gotten through all of our shopping trips and all of the things that we've just stacked up at home because we can't go out and it's not safe. And that was the surprise when I first came down here. There was just, you know, potatoes and onions and garlic just scattered all around the house. So anyways, on to finding the book. I hope I can find it. Nerf gun. Nothing here or here. Okay, didn't actually manage to find it. I'm kind of disappointed. I'm actually really disappointed because I didn't find it. Yeah, not much else to say. Let's just get out of this place because there's cobwebs still and everything. My parents and my family doesn't use this space at all except for storage. So there's a lot of cobwebs and stuff from spiders running around here. So let's get out of here. All right, and we're back. So yes, if you didn't notice, that was a time skip. I just jumped right into the next day. It's a new day, it's a new morning. After I failed to find my book, I was kind of sad. I was just like, you know what, just gonna call it quits today. Shut off the camera, and yeah, we're back here. So anyways, I was just on YouTube, as I always do, watching videos, and I came across this video that the algorithm recommended to me. And you know, YouTube being YouTube, and knowing that I am a content creator and all of that, recommended me a video that was called The Storyteller in All of Us. And it was a TEDx talk. So, you know, obviously, you know, I've watched TEDx talks. They're really great content. They bring in lots of successful, great people in to give their stories and tell people exactly how they did things and accomplished things. So me being the curious person, of course, I clicked on it. I watched it. And yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
In his talk, he gave a lot of really strong points, but one of the things that stuck out the most to me was his passion for filmmaking and just making content and not going the traditional route of, you know, filmmaking and going out to just do grunt work for the cameras and movies and then finally moving up to director position, because that's how the film industry currently works. Instead, he just, you know, took his camera, built a set by himself, got some friends together and just put together a short film. And that short film blew me away. This was made about 9 years ago, so it's actually pretty old. It's almost a decade old. But the effects that he made in that movie were really quite incredible, especially since, you know, considering that was 9 years ago. And so I'll put a link in the description to that video right below, right here. It's called Jedi Kittens, and it was actually made because the guy who made the short film, Zach King, had a really big interest in Star Wars at the time. and especially now that all the Clone Wars and new trilogy is coming out and all that stuff, this is becoming really relevant. It took me by surprise. I also watched the behind the scenes, and it just really inspired me, because as a creative myself, this type of stuff is something that I always have wanted to do myself, but never really had the chance or drive to go out and do it myself. But now that I've seen it, it's so mind-opening. It's something that a lot of people think about but don't actually carry through and do it. And so I think I'm going to try my hand at it. And ever since I watched that video, I haven't been able to take my hands off of the camera. I've been trying to do a lot of shots, learn more about my camera, get more familiar with it. I'll also be doing a lot of stuff with all the equipment I have that I haven't been able to use as much. But now that I'm at home, I have so much time, so much energy, so much dedication, devotion towards getting familiar with all the equipment I have and then putting together something really spectacular. So I think you guys are really going to enjoy that quite a bit. So anyways, that's all I wanted to say today. Thank you so much for watching until the end of the video today. I'll be making vlogs and all sorts of other stuff at home because quarantine, there's only the home to film in and shoot at. So look forward to all that stuff. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel down below. Smash that like button if you like my video, and comment down below if you have something that you'd like to say. Again, thank you guys so much for watching until the end of the video. It really means so much to me. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all again in the next video. Ciao.